Yo, 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 what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Phoenix, and this is going to be the tarot reading for July 2023 for the Aries of the Zodiac. For the Aries, the Warriors, I would almost even say like the overpowered main character in anime. That's kind of what Aries is. So, anyways, this is going to be your tarot reading for July 2023. And thank you so much for joining me in this video. Let's see what the cards have to say about how your month's going to go. So, going into the month, we do have the Four of Swords in reverse. So, this is interesting. Like, where a lot of signs are being like, kind of like slowing down, you're kind of coming into this like ready to go. I think this is because the north node's coming into your sign, so it's like finally like you're going to get like this. It's not necessarily easy, even the north node coming into your sign, but it's going to be nice just because like you're going to get like you're going to definitely feel like destiny is on your side and stuff. But the four swords in reverse is saying like, yeah, you're kind of coming in high. You're kind of coming in not necessarily in rest mode, but ready to just kind of like go forth and crush it. um I think when it comes to a lot of these energies, Aries probably will have it. It's probably going to be one of the smoother months compared to like the other signs. Just intuitively, just thinking about it, and then we'll see what the cards have to say. But even just the astrology too. So now, when it comes to that first week, we do have the Six of Cups upright. So there's definitely going to be a bit of a nostalgia factor to this first month. I think this is really just, I think with that North Node going into your first house, this is going to be like a sort of like a kickback to like kind of like your childhood in many ways. You're going to be kind of reminded of your childhood. Maybe some of you guys are going to be going back and actually participating in different things that you might have did as a child. I remember I came across like this really funny video earlier where it was like, there's like an uptick of like adults buying toys, and I'm like, yeah, kind of, yeah. Like I mean, like I had Pokemon cards growing up. I definitely buy more Pokemon cards now and stuff like that. And you'll see people buying like different figurines and Nerf guns and other sort of stuff. So it's like, I don't know, Aries, maybe you're kind of wanting to do that, have a little bit of fun and stuff. So going into that second week, we do have the Two of Cups in reverse. So maybe there's some sort of, when it comes to connecting with somebody, maybe like a partner, a lover, or even a friend, there could be some sort of like disagreement, some emotional discord that can come from this. The Six of Cups too also does warn, mind you, of a potential person from the past coming back up, and being that Venus is retrograding in your fifth house. Definitely be careful of exes coming back into the picture. I will say that. Um, yeah, I don't think it. I mean, it's definitely not going to work out if an ex comes back into the picture with Venus retrograding in your fifth house now, like in Leo. Like it ain't going to happen, right? So now the ooh, for the third week we have the High Priestess. So your intuition is going to be like firing in many ways, like on all cylinders. But you're going to kind of be feeling like she's kind of like in between worlds. You know what I mean? In between like this physical realm and sort of like the unseen realm. So that going into that, you're really going to be feeling kind of in between worlds, and it's probably having to do with literally the Lions Gate, the portal that we're going to be having when the sun comes into Leo. At the same time, opposing Pluto and Capricorn, mind you, at the same time, feeling like we're in between worlds from like the Capricorn and Aquarian aspect, trying to get into this age of Aquarius. At the same time, Venus retrograding, and so like there's a lot of stuff going on there, right? There's a lot of stuff going on there. Definitely pay attention to that third week. It's like the 15th to like the 22nd or so, because like the High Priestess is definitely going to be, there's definitely going to be like some interesting like spiritual clues that are going to be coming in on that day. Now we do have the Seven of Swords, kind of rounding it out for that last week. So yeah, what's interesting about the Seven of Swords is like this person is like the way he's carrying the swords, because it's obviously going to cut his hands up, right? But yeah, maybe you're feeling robbed, maybe you're feeling backstabbed, but this person that robs you or backstabs you, they're hurting their own self. They can't even carry all the swords. They're so fucking greedy. They can't even carry all the swords, and they're gonna cut up their hands in the process. I would say just let them go and let them be, honestly. So just kind of continue on. Yeah, we got the Fool card in reverse. Yeah, so don't fall for any fool's gold this month. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like if it's one thing that Aries could fall for, it's like a past lover coming up out of nowhere and trying to like sway you, trying to get you to come back and trying to like rekindle some sort of old flame, whatever like that. But it's like Aries, yeah, definitely be wary and careful of that because it's not going to turn out the way that you want to. And I'm mainly based. I mean, obviously you have the Seven of Swords here, the High Priestess too, and the Two of Cups in reverse. But it's like even with like considering the astrology going on too, it's like don't do it. Like especially when it comes to like romance and love and like all that sort of stuff. Now, if you are in a relationship or if you're married and stuff like that, there may be a little bit of discord within the relationship. You know, the Six of Cups is going to be like there's going to be this element. It's like remember how things were like when we first got together, and then the Two of Cups is like, well, I don't necessarily feel that way anymore. And then the High Priestess is going to be like, well, why don't I feel that way anymore? And then the Seven of Swords is like, oh yeah, they took this from me or they took that from me. And then it's like you can get really in your head about something like that if you're in a relationship. I'm gonna draw another card too, but we have the Lovers card here too, so it's like it's interesting too. Like, Aries. Okay, Aries. If you're single, stay single. I'm not gonna lie, Aries. If you're single, stay single and just be like on your own shit, like for real. If an ex comes back, no, 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 don't do it. Now, if you're in a relationship, it's all good. It's fine. Just like you might be almost too focused on the past and trying to feel the same way that you felt back then. But things change and things evolve over time, right? The planet of emotions, the moon, moves the fastest. We think that things are supposed to feel the same way as they did at the beginning of a situation, at the beginning of a relationship, but it's meant to evolve. It's meant to grow. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I wouldn't like get too up in arms about it too. I mean, yeah, that Seven of Swords is there. So it's like maybe you feel like a partner might be hiding something from you. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, maybe you feel like a partner might be hiding something from you and stuff like that. And you're kind of almost sort of like want to figure it out and go like on this quest. The Knight of Cups in reverse, though, as I just drawing like clarity cards, this is someone who definitely goes for the Holy Grail. This is the hopeless romantic, but it's reversed. So if you're single and you're being a hopeless romantic and you're trying to pursue someone that you might think is your twin flame, or if you're trying to or this old person, this old flame comes back into your life and you think it's going to work out, it ain't going to work out. I just got to be straight up honest with you. Now, if you are in a relationship, like I said, don't just go blowing up things and thinking that, oh, this is not going to work out. No, it's not the case. I think it's like you just have to embrace the fact that your relationship has changed and it's morphed and it's evolved over time, and that's okay. You know what I mean? You know? So yeah, when it comes to the fire-like energy, when it comes to like your creative passions, the way you express yourself, when it comes to love and romance and stuff, we do have the Ten of Pentacles. It's so funny. His reading seems a little bipolar, but we have the Ten of Pentacles. I think the only way that you're really going to achieve like this creativity, this passion, this love, whatever like that, is if you're really solid in yourself. That's what it's going to come down to. You have to be really solid and like really be feeling yourself and feeling the abundance and everything like that. Maybe that's why you feel like you can go back to this person. Like if it's like an ex, is because you feel like that's where it's all going to like work itself out and play out. Maybe I think it looks better than what it actually is, personally. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, like, now, if you are in a relationship, this is saying that, no, things are good. Things are actually good, a lot better than you probably think. It's just that you can get caught up in your head of it looking a certain way. And, your ruling planet, Mars, is going to be in Virgo. So it's going to it's in your sixth house. So it's like day to day reality, putting one step in front of the other it's like it's interesting too. It's like, but it's like practical magic too. So like you especially, it's like when it comes to like practical magic, just simply taking the right actions is really going to propel you forward in a cool way. Now, when it comes to the earth energy, your finances, your value, your sense of self worth, the way that you stay solid in your life. You do have the Page of Swords in reverse, so there's this element here where, you know, you could be making some rookie mistakes, I think, when it comes to your finances and stuff like that. The Page of Swords, maybe some investments that didn't quite pan out the way that you thought they were going to. But really, this is going to be like, be wary of the way that you talk to yourself this month. You definitely be wary of, like, thinking that this is the page. This could be dealing with an air sign. It could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But you don't want to, like, put yourself down. Really, is what I'm hearing here. It's just because you kind of want to explore something that seems enticing and seems like it will actually work out. I'm talking mainly like the people going back, trying to go back to their exes and stuff like that. It's just like you're almost going to be sort of reminded of, like, the different communication errors that are happening there. So it's like, you know, um, yeah, this is an element where it's like, just don't be too hard on yourself. Don't really talk down on yourself too hard, but you might find yourself kind of being a little critical about yourself when it comes to that, thinking that you have to have all the answers figured out when you really don't have to. When it comes to the air energy, communication, and the sort, relationships, we do have the Emperor card. We do have your card actually in reverse too. So yeah, I think this really comes down to, like, you have to be the one to kind of, you're the one altering your perspective on things. You know what I mean? You're the one that has to really alter your perspective on things and, like, really, like, trust yourself and be you, unapologetically. But I think what's happening here is that maybe you're a little frustrated because, like, you've had Mars and Leo for such a long time, which has been nice. Venus is not going to be able to catch up to it. And then you get it going into Virgo, and where it's like the universe is telling you to, like, speed up and slow down and pay attention to the details at the same time. It's like there's this element here where it's like, yeah, you are wanting to really move things forward fast, but it's like the universe is asking you to pay attention to the details. Don't gloss over them. When it comes to, like, your emotions, yeah, we got the Ten of Swords. Oh, Aries, please do not go back to an ex. Please do not do that. Please do not go back to an ex. Like, it's not going to work. If you are in a relationship, though, it may be a bit tough with the planet of relationships retrograding in your fifth house and stuff like that. So I think it's because you're trying to rekindle an old flame or rekindle, like, something that used to have, but it's evolved. If you made it to this point too, like, that's an incredible thing. Some of you guys may feel like you have to break up with someone. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I'm gonna get, like, another card for, like, clarity. Oh yeah, the Tower. Oh, Aries. Oh yeah, something's coming to an end. Yeah. The good thing is that once this is done, things will be kind of clearer and stuff like that. Things will definitely be a lot clearer. But yeah, Aries, I feel like, and if it's not like a lover, it could be like a project or something like that, and you can kind of get in your head that's supposed to look a certain way, and really, it's actually not. It really isn't. So, but it's through those tower moments that we really have, like, great evolution. It's through those tower moments that we really, you know, evolve. I want to say that, in the Leo reading, I talked about the tower. I talked about the tower, but even though they didn't draw the tower, but I talked about it because Leos are having to, like, evolve, and they're, like, coming into, like, this new form. And it's like, but you, like, they already went through the moment, and it's gonna be like you are gonna be going through that moment too. So it's like, yeah. But there's gonna be this evolution and this rekindling, this rebirth that's going to come of it. But just because of the nature of the card, I will give you one more card just to kind of see. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're simply just using the wrong wand. You're using something that's incompatible and trying to manifest with it, and it's just not really going to manifest the way that you want to. But the moment that you actually, like, stay true to who you are, and you'll find that more as the North Node goes through your sign, then you'll actually start to see why things had to play out the way that they did and why certain things happened that way. So yeah, Aries. Yeah, I know that seems a little bit harsh too. Especially when, like, if you're, like, dating someone and you think that they're the one, they probably aren't the one. If an ex comes back, please just don't do it. And if you are in a relationship, I don't think you have to blow it up. I think there's something, some aspect of it that's kind of facing an ending, and you just have to like realize you have to like be okay with that. You know what I mean? So when it comes to like the element or the planetary influence or the sign that's going to be prevalent in your life for this month, I have fire again. I got fire. Fire, fire, fire. This is the third time I've gotten this element. Fire. Yeah. So there's definitely this. I think you're wanting to feel the fire. I think that's the thing. You're wanting to feel the fire, you feel the passion and stuff like that. But it's just, it's funny how at the beginning of this I said that Aries might have one of the easier months. I don't know. You guys might have one of the more difficult months because I think it's like you're wanting to feel the fire and you wanting to feel the passion, and it's just not going to per se pan out the way that you thought it was going to. You know, um, I think that's why you have to really just focus on you, what works for you. You know, then once you focus on you and take back and just kind of bring things back to that, bring things back to basics. I think that's when you really will actually manifest the partner that you're supposed to be with, or the job you're supposed to be at, or the passions, or what have you. So let's see what the oracle card has to say. The answer is simple oracle card. Don't sweat the small stuff. Look at that. Don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, Aries, I feel like some of you guys, the tower moment is going to be like a pretty big thing. I think for some of y'all, you might make yourself have a tower moment and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. Chill out, relax. I mean, I think that's the cool thing about Mars being in Virgo in your sixth house, and it's going to be about all those finer details. Just take those little actions here and there that really make your day to day reality great. So it's like just kind of focus on those sort of things. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, also like don't get too caught up in taking the perfect action and like you know and like if you're feeling a little off and stuff like that, and just you're afraid, it's like almost like you're afraid to feel bad. Yeah, I think it's like you're afraid to feel bad, essentially. Don't be afraid to feel bad. We're supposed to experience the whole range of emotions, right? So don't sweat the small stuff. Chill, relax. Like this bear, like he has this freaking rat on his head. Like he's like, what the freak? I can destroy this thing, but you don't have to. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe that's how you're feeling, Aries. Maybe you feel it's like I can destroy this thing. I can go to war with this thing. I can. So you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all good. Every spider that I see in my apartment, I generally don't. I generally try not to kill them unless they're in a position where I can't. But it's like kind of like having them around. They eat all the gnats that fly around and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, it's like there's some like some small little intricate details and stuff like that you may get like really caught up on, but it's like, yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. Just keep it simple, keep it kosher. I mean, just do you, Aries. The North Node is coming into your sign, so you're about to go through a lot of karmic lessons anyways when it comes to just who you are in general. So it's like, yeah, um, yeah, you're like the overpowered anime character. And I feel like with all this like stuff like in like your fifth house and everything like that, it's like one of those like classic animes where it's like you have like five, six, or seven different suitors and you're trying to figure out which one to be with. I'm just like, man, just probably none of them. Oh boy. Yeah. Keep it simple though. Keep it simple, Aries. Keep it simple, and please do not go back to your ex. That is going to do it for your July 2023 tarot reading, Aries. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below to my website, jfenixx.com. I will see you all in the next video. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. Sayonara.